Hey guys, welcome to Mix Tips Sunday. Hope you guys good. In the week I put a questionnaire up. I give you guys two options, and the winner was using DeEssers during mastering. So that's what I'm going to show you. Three of my favorite techniques when mastering, when it comes to DeEssing. Okay. A few people asked me that question as well. Why do I use a DeEsser? So hopefully at the end of today's session you will understand and you will have a few pointers of how to use it. Okay. So I have a little track there from my boy Counter Flow. There's not problematic S's, but I'll show you what my how I typically go about it. Okay, so as I said to you guys, this is my favorite DeEsser. To me, this is the best mastering DeEsser. And how I use this, it's, let me just turn this one off. So the very first thing I look to tame during mastering is, let's listen, is the top end. When you have that digital recording, digital production, you get what I call that prickly sound in the top from 9, 10, 11K upwards. You get that is very, very prickly. It's not smooth. So I use this. If I just run this like this, okay, you can hear that. See that? It hits the ears. You know, very prickly sound. Okay, so I listen to it. I listen to it in the DeEsser. So because this DeEsser have two bands. So I listen to it and I just find where I'm just taking off. You see that way it just goes that every time? You see it just, look at here, it just takes that down a little bit. You see that? So that's the first thing I do with this DeEsser. Okay, so we have
chiropractic. Let me take you back to basics, and I promise I won't break you. But then again, what if it breaks when it bends? Chiropractic. Let me take you back to basics.
So it really smooths the top up, honestly, and this one is just incredible. The Where's DeEsser. Now the other band, if I put this other band on, this I normally use this if I'm finding something like in a vocal, you know, problematic vocal, or there's a lot of cymbal crashes and stuff. You could solo it, find a nice spot, you know. Let me go here, you know, see that there? There's just a build up of high frequency, so I can just listen, and then I could just, you know, just give it an option where I can actually take out just like if there is a sibilance, I can take it out, or I could just go wideband. Okay, and you could just see it just ever so often. If I bring the track in here, take this off.
But then again, what if it breaks when it bends? Chiropractic. Let me take you back to basics, and I promise I won't break you. But then again, what if it breaks when it bends? Chiropractic. Let me take you back to basics.
When I take the DS off, it's just the top end is just not smooth, you know. But when I have it on, it's just smooth. Just really nice.
Let me take you back to basics, and I promise I won't break you. But then again,
very subtle. Okay, so this is, I highly recommend, if you're serious in mastering, you need to get this DeEsser. Now this is my other option. So I will have this DeEsser in the mix. Now when I come back from the mastering chain, my next protocol is to use Soothe. Okay, now Soothe 2, I keep talking about it, and I have Soothe 2 there again. Because what I would do, I will give, on the mastering EQ, I'll give it a nice boost. And sometimes I might go half a dB more than I want to really open the track. And then I use Soothe to tame it. This way. Look at how Soothe goes. So
let me take you back to basics.
So in, just look at here. It just dances, you see? Now, there's nothing that does what this plugin do. It's just very clever. It's just taking out all those little build-ups. It's just taming them, you know? If I go here, I can actually listen to what it's taking out. That ugly stuff. You see? It's taking out that ugly stuff. Okay? Right.
I promise I won't break you. But then again, what if it breaks when it bends? Chiropractic.
Now, another option from Soothe. Sometimes if I don't use Soothe, I have another great plugin here, which this one is called Golfos. And what I do, again, Golfos is very clever. These are two must-have plugins, Soothe and Golfos, must-have. So you see, you could slide this to where you want to adjust. So I can, for example, bring this, let's say roughly, I can bring this to 7, 8K, and I just want to tame the top end, okay, when I come back from the mastering chain. And There I go again.
Let me take you back
Look
to
in the corner
basics,
here.
and I promise I won't break you. But then again, what if it breaks when it bends? Chiropractic. Let me take you back to basics, and I promise I won't break you. But then again,
I won't
what
go
if it
so
breaks
much.
when it bends?
I might just go just slightly, you know.
Let me take you
Just to
back
make it
basics,
dance. You see
and I
that?
promise I
Yeah.
won't break you. But then again, what if it breaks when it bends? Chiropractic. Let me take you back to
Right.
basics,
So-
and I promise.
So these are the two tools, soothe or golfers I will use to just tame that. And this is what's the difference of having a nice open track or what's having a nice open track but the top end is very smooth. So it's a combination of this DeEsser and then one of those I will use to really crisp up the top so then I can go nice and bright and open, but then I control it with the combination of those two. This is smooth, and then those are just finding the gaps where the harmonics have built up, and it's just sorting them out. Okay, so just hit me up, guys, if you want further explanation. But you know, it's no big difference from how you do when you DS in your tracks, in your mix, and so on. But those free plugins are highly recommended, and it's just subtleness. Everything in mastering is subtleness, just to get that smooth top, and that's my main focus when I'm DSing, to get a smooth track. And if someone send me a track where they didn't treat the S's properly, then I'll use the header band on the West DSer to just find that and just tame it a little bit, along with dynamic EQ. So as always, guys, have a blessed week and have a blessed Sunday. One love.